It's inspiring moments with Kaylin. It's inspiring moments with Kaylin. Come on in. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Inspiring Moments with Kaylin live podcast. I am your host, Kaylin John Louis, and I hope everyone has had an amazing Resurrection Sunday. I am super duper excited to be here with you all tonight. Just a reminder, please keep wearing your mask, practicing social distancing, and if you can, get your vaccine because we want to ensure that everyone stays safe and everyone is rightly medicated. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the KCK Inspiring Moments with Kaylin live podcast YouTube channel. It is on YouTube. Once you get there, you can turn on your post notifications, comment, share, subscribe, do everything to be able to get inspired. And if you ever are feeling sad or just need some encouragement for the week, click on one of those videos. You also can follow me as you see on the screen on Twitter at Kaylin Cares and on Instagram at Kaylin Cares 15 and on Facebook at Kaylin's Caring Connection. On those three social media platforms, you'll be able to see posts about upcoming events, upcoming shows, or if we just want to share and support other businesses, you'll be able to see all those things. I ask that you link up with me on LinkedIn at Kaylin's Caring Connection. And last but certainly not least, please visit my website, which is www.kaylinscaringconnection.com. You'll be able to see all the different things about Kaylin's Caring Connection, from why I started it, the different events that I'm doing. You'll be able to look at the shop where you can purchase merchandise, and you can see more things about Inspiring Moments with Kaylin. Again, thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. And I ask right now that you're watching, please share this video with others around you. Make sure you share it on your story. We want to get this out because it's going to be an amazing show. I want this to be able to just show an example of what support looks like. And I thank you all so much for those who are constantly tuning in, those who are constantly watching, because without you all, I would not be here today doing what I'm doing, encouraging others and being able to speak on what I am here for. And if you have any comments or questions at any time, please put them in the chat so that we are able to answer them. Whether you just want to say hi, if you have a question, put it in the chat so that we know you're on and that we know you're watching. Now, first and foremost, before I get deep into the show, I want to reiterate that today is Easter Sunday or Resurrection Sunday. Today we celebrate Jesus rising from the dead and claiming victory and eternity for all who believe. He endured being beat, spit upon, mocked, and ridiculed just for us to live, move, and have our being. And I didn't want to bypass this because he is the reason why I'm here. And without him, I would not be able to be on this show right now. So don't forget that. Don't forget his sacrifice, and never forget the true reason and the true meaning behind Easter. I would like to say also that those who if you went to church today, I hope you enjoyed church. I hope everyone has enjoyed their Easter Sunday. It has been a beautiful day, and I hope you have just enjoyed time with your family or by yourself. Now, tonight, I am starting what I call the KCK Support Sunday, and that is basically where I want to be able to highlight other youth entrepreneurs who are doing great things in our community, because we have to be able to support each other, and being able to highlight somebody else is just an amazing thing. It's an amazing time just to be able to show somebody else's talent and get their business or their organization out there. I want to do this to help spread the word. I want other people to know what young bosses look like and how businesses are ran by young entrepreneurs. Statistics show that in 2020, during quarantine, there has been an estimate of 398 businesses that have opened up that are less than 1 year old. How amazing is that? Just being able to have this time where we're waiting and trying to get our lives back to normal, And so many people have branched out with the business. So many people have branched out with an initiative to help their communities. We've just been doing a lot of things to give back to those in our life. And I am so happy to see all these amazing people who are coming out of their business. Many of those people who have started are young people. So tonight, I wanted to bring one of those young entrepreneurs onto the show tonight because I am just so excited about what she is doing in her community. She is a 15-year-old sophomore who attends James S. Rickards High School. She is very involved in her school and community. At Rickards, she serves in the National Achiever Society, the Science National Honor Society, the Zeta Arcanet Club, the Significant Youth Band, Leon County Junior Debutantes, Key Club, Dance Marathon, Color for Coats, and the Leon County Teen Court Attorney. In addition to this, she is the founder of the Girl Flo Project, which is a nonprofit service project. And she's going to talk about more of her initiative and what she's doing this show today. In her free time, she enjoys painting art pieces that are centered around trap and splat styles. And she is just a great person, a very motivated young lady, and she is very inspiring to those in our generation who are trying to branch out. Her name is Amaya Waymon, and she is a natural born activist and leader. Welcome to the podcast, Amaya.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. I'm so glad that you were on tonight. I thank you for agreeing to be here, and I am just so excited for everyone that is listening to hear more about the Girl Flo Project. Now, this young lady, like I said earlier, is doing some amazing things in her community. So let's get right to it. So, Amaya, let's talk about the Girl Flo Project. What age did you start it, and what is the whole goal and mission of the Girl Flo?
I started the Girl Flo at 15 years old, and the mission of the Girl Flo Project is to make sure that we are providing menstrual products for those who lack access or simply just have an emergency.
That is something very, I would say that not many people hear about things that have to do with menstrual products. You see all these different businesses where they're going off of certain things that are known. But I like that you stopped and branched out with something different. It's something new that can definitely be introduced. And so being able to provide those menstrual products, I think that is something that is an issue that does need to be made because there are a lot of girls who come to school. And when you think about having those accidental moments when you are going through that time where you're on your menstrual cycle, if you do ask the school to try to get those certain things, they're not very comfortable. They're not comfortable. They're not what you want per se, and it helps, but at the same time, it's very uncomfortable. And so I think that being able to have this project and being able to find a way to make a difference is awesome, Amaya. And I'm going to give you a round of applause now because that is awesome. And you start it this year, 15. That's pretty awesome. You're part of the statistic with those who started their business that are less than a year old. And you just started it and you're already doing some amazing things. What have you been able to have happen with your service project so far?
Well, I was able to place over 5,000 menstrual products in local middle and high schools in Leon County.
Wow. Over 5,000, y'all. Y'all heard that? That's a pretty large number. There's already a whole bunch of children, a whole bunch of girls in a bunch of different schools. And of course, you may say, well, what does that do for other people around? This is awesome that it's just here in Leon County because I believe that you doing this right here, helping your own community, when you start getting higher and higher in your project, you're going to spread. You're going to go from Leon County all the way to Gadsden. You're going to keep going up the whole United States because I believe that this is an amazing project and it's going to skyrocket. Wow, I am blown. I'm just so happy.
That's the goal.
Exactly. You have 5,000. Now, how much did that take? How are you getting in these donations?
It first started from my own personal allowances, and then back last year, I applied for a grant through Grip Tape, which I was provided $500 to start initially placing the products in the schools. But I started at Rickards first.
Awesome. Talk about being selfless, because a lot of people, what you said about giving up your own allowance money, a lot of people don't take that lightly. They get their money and they're like, "Ooh, I got to get something for myself. I got to spend on me." But you took what you had and you invested in your own brand. You invested in your own stuff, because the only way that I'm sure we both have learned, the only way to really get people to hear about your project or to hear about your nonprofit is to be able to sow into it yourself. Because at the end of the day, when you're fresh and you're starting, it's new and you may not know what you're getting into. You may not know how it may work, but you have to find ways to get it to start, to get it to go. So, definitely investing in yourself is something that it takes to start your project. Now, what inspired and encouraged you to even begin with helping other young girls?
First, I would say you have to think about the bus riders who can't go back home, and even the walkers if their cycle was to start and not being able to have access to those products. Back when I was in middle school and I was a member of National Junior Honor Society, we had to go to the food pantry to get service hours. And as we were doing this, I always noticed that we were just packaging up food and other resources that many students needed due to just lacking the access or just having to need those things. But I saw that we never covered feminine hygiene products. And that was
Right.
kind of odd to me. And the more I started to think about it and plan, that made me start my sophomore year, the Girl Flow.
I like that. I really do like that. And you're right. They don't provide a lot of those things. A lot of times when you see people doing care packages, the main things is food, water, maybe deodorant, maybe those toiletries, certain things to be able to help people. But being able to help those girls, being able to go out and say, I know what it feels like to have to go through this. And no girl should ever feel uncomfortable. No girl should ever have to feel like they have to hide it or they have to say, because it's a part of life. You're going to get those times where you have those cycles. You go through cycles in life. You change every day. You're constantly changing. So those moments when you are a female and you have those moments, you do need those resources. And I do also like what you said about being able to see it, because you've seen people, you've thought about what it must feel like for others not to have what you have. And that's very, very selfless. That's very, very that's something that others can take from that. I mean, I'm not even gonna sit here and act like I know everything, but do you want to just give what basically is the goal and mission of the Girl Flow? What are you trying to do to help your community and to make it a better place?
My goal for my community is to just make sure that I'm able to provide access to these products for all of the Leon County schoolgirls. And that's what I'm actually in the process of working on right now.
That's awesome. You're in progress. Let me tell y'all, talking about somebody who is an activist and a leader, you are doing great things. And you are destined for greatness. Just being able to see that you started this. We've been in quarantine. Everybody knows the word quarantine. A lot of people can't stand the word quarantine. But the fact that you took this time to say, I'm not going to be like everybody else and just see things happen and not make a difference. You saw what needed to be changed. You saw that there needs to be access to girls to get those products, to be able to not feel embarrassed when they have those moments. And that is a lot of things a lot of people can take from that. A lot of people, they say, oh, these people, they see, let's say they see a homeless person and they're like, oh, they're homeless. I wish I could do something to help them. Instead of just talking, they take action. And that's what you're doing. Instead of just talking about it, you're taking action. You're actually doing something that is service. You're serving your community, you're serving
Right.
others to be able to help. That's awesome. And I mean, how what has that taught you? What has just trying to find ways to help people? Have you learned any like life lessons or anything?
Yes, I would say just to continue to stay humble, as well as the importance of gratitude and realizing, I mean, that's my whole push, is understanding that I've had access to these products and I'm not the one that may be in a bad situation or emergency, and I'm able to, and I can see, and I've actually had peers that have came up to me asking in the restroom, hey, do you have this? And it's like, okay. So I would say truly just the humble piece and being thankful.
That being thankful, I would say, is something that drives businesses, especially if you're a nonprofit, because you're not getting money, you're not getting anything for it. It's all to help other people. I do nonprofit, you do nonprofit. So we understand that. It's the whole aspect of giving back. I like what you said about gratitude. Gratitude is another thing. And so is being humble. Because you can do all these things for other people and get inside your brain and say, oh, everybody's supposed to follow me. Everybody's supposed to do this. But you still have to humble yourself. Because
Exactly.
if you don't, then you may get a big head and you may think that the world owes you everything. In reality, it doesn't. Not everybody has to donate, nobody has to do anything. But just the mere fact that you have a good, caring heart is what's bringing people to the Girl Flo. It's the reason why I wanted you to come on tonight because you have such a great heart. You don't have a scheme behind it, you just want to help other people. And I love that you're giving that access. You're giving it to young girls. I mean, I had an experience one time where I happened to go through an unexpected cycle and I wasn't prepared. And so I go to the clinic and then of course, like I said earlier, they don't give you anything comfortable. So I'm
Right.
the whole day and it never really occurred to me. I mean, I think about it all the time, really thinking about it in my brain. They don't really provide anything like that. Like if you go to malls, you go to restaurants, you don't see anything like that. I look forward to you putting those there. I know that you, among other people, you're gonna get it there because you're doing amazing, amazing, amazing things. Now,
Thank you.
how would you I want to say this. How would you what advice would you give to other young people about wanting to branch out and start their own business?
I would say fear, face everything and rise. Whatever it may be, just in the process of starting, because I know when you're starting it off, that can be scary. And once you put it out there and it's not getting the attention that you want, or it is getting the attention and things are moving fast, just be able to face it and put in the work and do what you need to do so that you can reach your end dream for the business.
Wow. Face everything and rise. I love that because a lot of people, you hear that flight or fight in their brain. They see something and instead of actually acting on them, a lot of times people are like, well, I have this idea to do something, but I'm afraid of how other people will react. Will anybody actually donate? Will anybody actually support me?
Right.
So being able to rise up to those occasions and saying, hey, I don't know what all of this is going to entail. I don't know if I'm going to have all these followers, if I'm going to have that one follower, but you took a leap of faith. And I think that that's definitely encouraging. A lot of people our age are trying to come up with things, and some ideas aren't going to work. We've all learned that. You go in school, you do certain things. Sometimes your outcome doesn't work. But when you truly have a caring heart and you truly are genuine about what you're doing, I believe that it's going to work out. I believe that anything that you put your mind to, anything that you want to do, will come to pass and you'll be able to do those things. So y'all have to please. I need y'all to do what y'all can because I know y'all support me. Y'all are constantly commenting, but I want to open this up. Amaya, I want you to be able to list the ways people can donate to the Girl Flo.
The
Because yeah, go ahead.
The ways you can donate is through Amazon. I've set up a link where you can donate menstrual products and buy them so they can be shipped, as well as Cash Out. and the Cash App is the Girl Flo, as well as Venmo, and the Venmo is the Girl Flo, Amaya Waymon, and PayPal, the Girl Flo.
That's awesome. Y'all gotta donate. Y'all gotta donate as much. And I'm saying this now because y'all may be looking at me and saying, Kaylin, you could be talking about yourself. Yet you bring somebody else on. We have to support each other, especially one being that we're females, two being that we're African American, and three, just the mere fact that we're both young entrepreneurs and we both are trying to get our increase. We're trying to increase presence. We're trying to increase people to donate, and we both have so far to go. We both, the sky is the limit for what we're going to do. So y'all, I need y'all to please donate. Her Cash App is $, the girl. If you can't buy a menstrual product, if you can't do that, the least you can do is Cash App maybe $10, $15 to help towards her initiative, because the more that she has to bless others, it's like you're going along with the blessing. I always say with me, when other people are donating, it's like you're going along the journey with me. You can't be there physically with me, but you're donating.
Exactly.
So please sow into the Girl Flo Project. You're doing amazing things, Amaya. I commend you.
Thank you.
Please, like that says right there, give now. Give now. Because she is going places, y'all. And y'all gonna, I promise y'all, some of y'all gonna see her maybe in the next year or so, maybe next couple months, and be like, oh my gosh, she's grown so far. It's going to happen. We're both going to take places. We're both going to get places, because you're doing this in high school. You're doing it because you really genuinely want to. So you're going to do great things. And I'm so happy to be able to see another 15-year-old, same age as me, female, doing great things in the community. Now, is there anything else you want to say to the audience about the Girl Flo? Yes, that question right there. What is next for the Girl Flo? What are you working on?
I will say next for the Girl Flo is to make sure that by August, like the school board has said, the dispensers are being placed in all of the local Leon County school restrooms, as well as when the session starts back up for the legislature to get back involved with the bill that's going on about feminine products being placed in all Florida public schools.
Awesome. I look forward to seeing that because I plan on going back to school next year. So I look forward to seeing that. Y'all don't know, especially because some males may be watching, like, what's the whole importance? But us females know that having those there, because sometimes you usually prepared for those times. But then you have those moments where you just need something. And I know several people can say, oh, well, I asked my friend, I asked this. You shouldn't have to do that. So I'm excited for you. I'm excited to be able to see these new things around school. I'm excited to continue connecting with you, because I want other people to keep partnering, keep having people support. Support is the greatest thing that you can do for other people. And I'm just so happy to have had you on the show, Maya.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. And y'all, go ahead, give a round of applause for her in the chat. Y'all, this is so amazing. This show has been awesome. Tonight was all about support, support, support. I really ask that you sow into your project. Oh, wait, another question. How can girls connect with you?
Other girls can connect with me via my Instagram at missamaya.j, and it's MISS my name.j, as
Awesome.
well as the Girl Flo Project at gmail.com.
Yes, we want girls to be able to reach out. We want girls to be able to talk to you, because I mean, I feel that you are another voice. You're another comforting ear for girls to talk to. I know, of course, your friends are going to say, y'all talk about this all the time, but your whole project, your whole initiative is amazing. We're going to be sharing this video because we want other people to get involved. We want them to know ways that they can help others, even if they want to start their own business, but they're scared, but they still want to support other people. You have two great businesses right here, Kaylin's Caring Connection and the Girl Flo Project. You got us both here. So please donate, you all, to this. We will be donating as well. Kaylin's Caring Connection. I
Thank you.
purchasing from Amazon because I want to be able to help support just as much as everybody else does. Again, thank you for being on the show, Amaya. I'm so excited that you were on, and I just pray great blessings for the Girl Flo Project.
Thank you.
Of
The same for
course.
Caitlin's Caring Connection.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, y'all, this has been an amazing show. This has been awesome. We have been able to show another person, another amazing young woman in the community who's doing great things. We want my whole purpose of doing this support Sunday, and I'm not going to stop. I'm going to do them every once in a while because supporting another person's success and another person's initiative never will dampen yours. A lot of people get that mentality of, well, if I help other people, then people won't help me. It's not even like that, y'all. It's not like that at all, because if you really want other people, if you want people to see your humbleness and to see what you're doing, you have to be able to support others, because then it makes you look selfish. And nobody should want to look selfish. You should want to support others. As much as everybody supports you, you have to do the same for others. You have to go and do the same for anything that you want. I also want you to know, please don't forget. I know it says give now, keep giving. I want y'all, if y'all haven't already, please give to Amaya. I also don't want y'all to forget that we did release those Kaylin's Caring Connection Youth Care 2Ts. We're not stopping with caregiving, with honoring youth caregivers. We have some events coming up soon that we're going to still be connecting with youth caregivers and being able to find ways to really show awareness. So if you want to join the movement, please purchase a shirt on kaylinscaringconnection.com/shop, and you will be able to purchase a KCK Youth Care tee. The proceeds from the sale will go towards helping our ongoing efforts to honor youth caregivers and to highlight and celebrate them. We always want them to know that we see them. We're going to keep recognizing them. And as much as they care for other people, we want to care for them. The shirts are $12 and are available for youth and adults, sizes small to extra large. If you happen to purchase a shirt that is past the size extra large, it will be $15 just because of the size difference. And please, y'all, help us purchase that. Even if you can always cash up at $Kaylin Cares. We want to be able to support all these amazing people. Y'all, I am so happy Amaya was on tonight. I'm so happy to be able to raise awareness for another project, for another non-profit service project. And this is just amazing. I thank you all for tuning in to another episode of the KCK Inspiring Moments with Kaylin live podcast. I hope you learned something important to support others around you. The link for the shirts, we can put that in the description. My mom probably will put that in the description, but you can visit Kaylin's Caring Connection. It's www.kaylinscaringconnection.com/shop. So we can put that in the comment section or message you so you can get that. But it is on Kaylin's Caring Connection. So if you see the link down below and you click on it, you'll be able to click shop and see the other shirts. But yes, I hope you have enjoyed, and I hope you have learned to support other people and to constantly help those. I hope you have a fantastic week. I know there are a couple of the students, especially my grade, who are testing. We have FSA coming up, so please make sure you study, make sure you get a good night's rest, make sure that you are prepared, you have energy, you have gotten enough hours of sleep so we can ace these exams, ace these tests. We got this, y'all. We're almost close to being out of school. Keep pushing, keep going. You all motivate me to encourage others, and I think you should do the same. I love you all, and I hope you will be on. I will be on next Sunday if the Lord says the same. Bye and stay inspired.